Yeah. Wait for y'all to pull up. But it don't matter. This shit recorded. Yo, man. As we stand now, yep. Okay, that's the end of the first half. Pelicans up 16 here. Up 69 to 53. A lot to talk about here. Important game. For a bunch of different reasons, specifically the in-season tournament. Pelicans got some ground that they gotta keep up with the Rockets. And to do that, they probably have to win out if they want to end up being, advancing to the knockout round. But bump all that. You got a chance to get back to 500 today. Zion with 22 first half points, 4 assists. Look solid, man. To hit a 3, 4 for 6 from the line. Jonas followed him with 17 points. Really, really nice, aggressive. And good job by the Pelicans keeping him involved and, making Jonas work. And you got your glue guys, Dyson and Herb, doing a little bit of everything as expected. Herb 4-4-3, Dyson 4-3-6. Herb and Dyson both have a block a piece and 2 steals each. And then BI ends the first half with 9 points, 6 assists. A little bit quiet, but he's been kind of letting the game come to him, man. So, we got some big moments off the bench. Had one from Hawk, and you had the Matt Ryan moment. But let's talk about it, man. Really good basketball. Really, really good basketball. A lot of movement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of movement, a lot of purpose early. Shooting 62%. Both teams shooting over 50, dog. It's crazy. Didn't really turn the ball over, as much. Denver ended up with 9 turnovers. Jokic is crazy. What y'all got? This is real hoops. Okay, I like that. Nas experienced something. Man, bro, it is. It's highs and lows, roller coasters. He should have got a foul after he created that turnover more than likely, but no, I'm saying you'll take it. And the only thing I will say, the Nuggets, you saw this in the first game. The Pelicans were up by a big lead at halftime, and the Nuggets came out third quarter, did their thing. They shoot 19% from 3, y'all. You know that's not going to last. Pelicans shooting 50%. So Dyson continues to be the best player on the court. Well, I can't give him that today. Zion, I'd like to look at both sides of the floor, but Zion even been engaged defensively, man. But, 22 points and really making it clear. Kind of like the game that they had last year. Remember the game? I think that was a game where Jose dropped like 38, and it was as clear. I believe Jamal Murray was out for that game as well in New Orleans, and it was as clear like, yo, Denver didn't have a matchup, and that's what's happening here again. But he's making a lot of shots that he was missing before. 8 for 11, hit a tempted the 3, took the 3. Everybody's kind of getting involved, man. So what else y'all want to talk about? The fact that Dyson is only 20 is crazy. Man, look, I don't know if I want to hear that, dog. Man, it was lonely over here trying to tell people that, Dyson was going to be okay, man. He had a really good, I think he had like 5 assists in the first quarter, man. You know what I'm saying? Blocked couple steals, only took one shot. Curious to see what Denver does. I expect them to allow some of these other guys to shoot the basketball. More than likely, they are going to close out lanes on Zion. They were really aggressive with BI. They are going to close out the paint. So that means Herb, Dyson, JV, if you're in the corner for 3, I would assume that they're going to be forced to shoot more in the second half. That's what I would assume what a team like Denver would do. So we'll see what happens. What does that mean? Had to test the water on a dice spice stop. Man, look, I told y'all, man. I told y'all, like some of it was trolling, but I told y'all that that's a good basketball player. I don't get it, bro. It's like, people just don't appreciate defense the same way they do offense. You know what I'm saying? The offensive part of his game is taking some time to arrive, but it's here. Like, it's not perfect. It doesn't look pretty. He still got some work to do dribbling and being aggressive, but I don't see Dyson as something that's hurting you when he's out there offensively. And that alone makes him a problem because you know what he could do on a defensive side, whether it's helping or whether it's, perimeter defending. So, Jokic is crazy. 16, 5, and 9 in the first half, man. But I think for them, got a really good performance from Christian Braun off the bench. Strother killed the Pelicans last game. You got to keep your eyes on Michael Porter and I would say Caldwell Pope in the second half are really getting it going from three and see what happens. Zion has 3 fouls. Yeah. Good call. What up, Everett? Yeah, that's definitely a good call. We sure as hell appreciate Herb's defense. Do we though? Because I feel like now Herb makes like the spectacular look regular because you see it so often. The Pelicans need to make sure that the voters recognize it, and appreciate it when it come down to picking defensive teams. Yes, I think Zion should have more rebounds every game. 1 rebound is crazy. It's crazy. If we keep it in a buck, like that's crazy. They didn't lose the battle. They only lost the rebounding battle by 1. But yeah, man. I mean, he got to be. He was. It looks like he was more in transition in this game, which is cool. I mean, even Jonas had 3. Dyson always heavy on the boards, 3 rebounds. Hawkins with 2 off the bench. Bi had a couple. Herb had 4. Shout out to Herb for having 4 rebounds. So, but I want to see him be more aggressive in the second half. Finish the game with 5 or 6 rebounds, man. Get in transition, get this team in foul trouble, and put this game away early. Najee made a 3. This is a good point. I like the, early in the first quarter, Bi gets the ball in the post, baseline post area, bounce pass to Herb cutting, backdoor, easy offense, easy money. Couple entry passes into Bi. Into Jonas. The pass over to Zion. He's just letting it happen. He's getting the spots and taking shots that, this is what I was talking about earlier in the year, fighting demons. Some of these shots, even for Bi, might be good shots, but it might be frowned upon by others, by the team in regards to contested middies. He gonna make a few, and he did, but you see him like, all right, I could take this shot here. This is my spot, but all right, they got 2 on me. I'm gonna pass it out to Hawkins. And one of them plays where Denver crowds him, he passes it over to Hawkins, and Hawkins ends up getting a little runner, for 2. Just playing together, man. That was so. I thought Bi had a really solid first half. Still fighting defensively, fighting through screens. I definitely like what I saw from him. I mean, and kind of just, he kind of sat in the back seat. I know back seat's a terrible thing, and it sounds like for in the Pelicans locker room. But look, yeah, man, like there's no option. There's nobody that can really guard Zion, man, tonight. And when he got it like this, really nobody can. And you got Jonas getting it going, make your life easier. And that's how you end up the first half with 6 assists. Yeah. 9.6 assists, an easy double-double. Easy double-double for Brandon. And Brandon could do this more often if he wants to. He's going to have his times to attack. But I thought he played a really good he played a really good half. And in all honesty, I think his offense is going to have to be there in the third quarter. I really expect Denver, without a matchup, to really, as a team, try to find ways to keep Zion out the paint and crowd him and double him. Najee and Herb are defensive anchors. You need February anchors in. Hey, man. But look, see, fam, I think what's important is like this is a game. Forget the in-season tournament and everything, man. Like I'm not in the building, I can't see, but it looks like people are excited. People are happy to see the team playing like this. There's some kind of energy in that building. That happens when the team plays like this. So continue this momentum. You got a back-to-back tomorrow. That's also important. Another reason why you want to try to put this game early away. Minnesota, we know what kind of team they are. So, figure it out. Do we have the deep? Is it that time again? Do we have the deepest team? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm just happy that it looks like you got more and more solid players and you got the right amount of guys coming back. Like what the lineups that you're gonna be able to put together when Trey comes back with Hawkins and CJ, it's gonna be a little crazy, man. Like that shooting ability is gonna make it really tough for teams. I like this question. You think they'll ever learn how to? No, I don't. I think it's Shaquille O'Neal, bro. It's Cam Newton in football. Back in the day, like it's just not going. It'll never be fair because he gets fouled on every play. So which one do you call? And Zion he don't politic either, right? You don't see him really chopping it up. You see him complaining, but he ain't chopping it up with the ref like that. He ain't gonna complain. He ain't gonna flop. He's not playing that game. So I don't really know if it'll ever be fair, or even if he gets more calls, you'll probably be able to argue on every play that he's been fouled. So what do you, one way or another, you're gonna be there's gonna be something missing. I don't think it will ever happen, but they still got to do better. But I mean, look, I'll take him getting to the free throw line 6 times in the first half. Curious how far CJ is away from returning. That's a good question, bro. Him being at practice today was, I think, a really good sign. I think now for him, that's probably a good sign in regards to him to things healing in the way they want to. Now you got to assume that there's some conditioning things that he's going to probably want to put himself through to get right. That's a when you start talking about ribs and you start talking about your lungs, a lot of oxygen there. This kind of at play, and I think I give it, my timeline is like 2 weeks, but I would say I wouldn't be surprised if he's back in a week. But him coming back, him being involved in practice today is a good sign that he should be back really soon. Think CJ comes back with Trey? Sure, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. My bet, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Trey's back before CJ, but we'll see. JV's willingness to embarrass Jokic like an offense is great to see. I mean, listen, as long as they keep him involved, they gotta. This is what we've always talked about, and we're gonna be running out of time here, but this is what we talked about. When you got the options, this is why ball movement is so important. When you got BI, when you got Zion, you got Hawkins, you got good passers and people that know what to do with the basketball, and Herb and Dyson. Like, you can't guard everybody. You gotta give up something if you're defense. They tried to run zone, it didn't work, right? You gotta give up something. 9 times out of 10 teams are gonna live with Jonas being the one. So I mean, is he gonna get 12 shots in every first half? No. You're lucky for him to get 12 shots in a game. Sometimes the way this be going, but these are type of games where Jokic ain't no defensive force. Work the matchup, man. I think Jonas. I think Jose's back tomorrow, bro. Based off some things that I heard and based off what they did with Najee, you remember Najee was doubtful for one game and then played the next. I think Jose's, I think he's there. I think if he feels well enough for tomorrow, I think he'll be out there against Minnesota. And if not, for sure, Monday, when I'm in town, when I'm in the city against that overrated Kings team, I don't care what nobody say. Matter of fact, let me see what they're doing. I know they was playing the Spurs. Bucks beating the shit out the Hornets. They losing. God damn it, Spurs. Matt Ryan should get a max contract. It's going to be really interesting to see where Matt Ryan plays and how often he plays if this team stays healthy and you get some of these other guys back. All right, man. So look, we about to be, the third quarter should start at any moment, man. How do the Pelicans not melt down, and how do they win this game? Not just win the game, but win it decisively. How does this not be a close game? What has to happen in the third and the fourth quarter? See a guy we want to sit in when we see him in the Western Conference Finals. That's a really good question. Kyra, man, that's like Jonas plays Jokic really well, right? But see, it's hard to. I like that, bro. But here's the problem: it's hard to judge Denver like that because when Jamal Murray's back, you know that they are going to attack him consistently and drop pick and roll coverage. And Murray lives. He can live at the free throw line. He can live at the 3-point line. Like, he can get to the paint. They'll look. You have to guard him differently when Jamal Murray's out there. So I don't know, bro. Jokic is tough. It's tough enough. I mean, as long as you got enough options, we're gonna see. Foot on next. I like that defense, and let Zion turn into Thanos. I like that. The last question: Does Zion get 40? Does Zion get 40 points? Anybody? I got 2 yeses and 2 nos. The next one decides. Nah, 36. So we step because BI don't get 40. Man, look, BI scored. What's that? My Matt, 31 points. If he's got 31 points in the second half, it's gonna be a party and a lot of weed handed out after the game. Yo, but that's me though. Appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the second half. Come back. Well, not here, but come back. Pro Pels Talk for the recap. I believe we're doing it live again. Hopefully the Pelicans get another win on this court in-season tournament. It's a good time to get it. The Rockets play tonight, so we're gonna definitely be watching that game. But yeah, Pelicans first. Holla at y'all. See y'all later.